Lovely. Okay, we're ready. It didn't work. Oh, I'm nervous now. Oh, I wish that works now. Interview with RTE News as we watch the inauguration of our new president, OskarOSullivan. I'm joined here by the lovely commentator Dina Heathcote and my mother, obviously, 15K King or Neve McManara. I mean, it's going to be a quite big event, a very big event for Ireland because it's the inauguration of the highest position in the country. So I mean, we saw Oscar win against not Andrew, Thomas Whitaker and Victoria Cullen in an election by a landslide. I will say 60% of the votes. I think the first preference votes he got, and then our lovely chairwoman Victoria released a little statement about it. I say little; it was a very large document with a lot of the details of the election. But Oscar did win that. He won in every scenario apart from the ones he was eliminated in. So but so sorry. How many conjunctions did I use then? Dean, how are you feeling going into this event? How are you feeling going into this event? How are you feeling going into this event? How are you feeling going?
We've learned quite a lot about Oscar over the sort of campaign period. We've really sort of interrogated his personality and kind of who he is. Being a very distinguished sort of diplomat of the state previously, and now he's the president of the state. So yeah, I mean, there's just going to be nothing short of complete praise for him tonight. And of course, also reflecting on the term of that his predecessor, Gillian Clark, also had as well. I'm sure we're going to be talking a little bit about that as well. So yeah, I'm very excited.
Just looking at the stage here, we have quite a few names on the floor. We've got the Vatican who will be attending. I think a priest reads out a little thing for the president. I can't remember exactly what that is. But we also have the Secretary General to the president and the Secretary General to the government, David. We've also got the Chief Justice Lewis.
Offer a small correction. It's not the Vatican. We have the Catholic Church in Ireland.
Ah, okay.
We have His Excellency Cardinal Luca.
I mean, for quite some time, it's actually been done by Dylan, I think. So nice. Yeah, I don't think he could do it much anymore. But we will also have Killian, the former president, the one that is currently being replaced. He lost the office just midnight today. And then we also, to the left of the chair, we have Bo as Taoiseach, Euro as Tánaiste, Leah as leader of the opposition, and Conor Novak, another former president. And then we have a few irrelevant people behind.
That's a little bit mean. You can't be saying
No, I'm
that
joking. I'm
about
joking.
undistinguished guests.
Lynette, Mira, Bjork, Oisin, Click B8, and Drew. Oh no, Drew is the Orus Secretary General. I assume David's resigned from that. Ah, yes, because Drew is a good friend of Oscar, I do believe. We do have a few people, I think, entering the building there. So I can really let other people speak. Is there any other comments you have on this currently?
I've not got a lot to say yet. I mean, I'm probably gonna have a lot more to say as once the sort of actual theatrics of today get underway. But I mean, immediate sort of first thoughts. I mean, Dublin Castle looking fantastic, isn't it? Lit up in lovely blue colours. And of course, we've got members of the IDF, the good kind of IDF, lined up sort of outside as well. So there's just a lot of things to take notice of tonight. So I'm definitely going to just be absent-mindedly mentioning these things over the course of this broadcast, probably.
I mean, I don't know who built the studio, who just built this platform on the side of Dublin Castle.
It's quite dangerous, to be honest.
Yeah, it's very dangerous. I wonder.
Yeah.
If only we had laws that would protect us in such an event where we would die. That's why we have unions. But whoever built it, it does look very nice though. So I don't know who built it, but it does look very nice. I was just flying my drone around inside, and there's some quite nice portraits that have been put up. There's one of some guy with glasses who's bald. It kind of looks like David's. I don't know why he's bald in this image, but
Oh my!
um
Why is it the only portrait of government Oscar's government?
yeah, there's
Why
a
don't you have
few.
to have access to this place?
Yeah, there's a lot of new pictures here though. There's one. I think this is when the military was strictly naval. Very interesting. I wasn't there during that time. And then a picture I'm looking at here, I think that's a Valorist at the head of the chamber, but I think this was when we were the Free State under the UK. Looks like our
Mhm.
assembly. And I can see Connor Novak there. Um, yeah, quite a lot of history of Ireland. I mean, I can see the Oscar government picture, and I mean, we have a terrorist on the wall. I'm not sure how we would
Oh,
feel
who are
about
you
that,
talking
but
about there?
Oswald, who not only is he banned from
Ah,
Ireland, he's also a terrorist. And it's just a picture of
right.
I
Oscar.
mean, Merlin Crawshaw's also on the wall, but
Yeah, but he's like a proud figure of the state. I have immense
Yeah.
respect for my main man. All right.
We do also have a picture of Killian up here. We got multiple pictures. All look very nice and well taken. So I can only assume it was Oscar who took them, because I know he does a lot of the picture taking for Ireland. But
I do like
um,
his photography, to be honest. As someone who
yeah, he
also takes a
does.
lot of pictures at events, Oscar's got a definitely he's got very good photographic skills, and I do quite admire that of him, to be honest. He's taken quite a good amount of photos in his time in this community. There was actually one thing I will say. There was a photo that I took in Northern Ireland that was published on RTE, and it was also published on like the cover of a magazine in Ireland, and the photo was credited to Oscar. And I would like to quickly set the record straight. That picture of that man holding a candle, the member of the church holding the candle in front of like the British soldiers and whatnot, I took that. I tried to quickly correct the record, but that
yeah.
aside, Oscar is a fantastic photographer.
I mean, I think I don't want to inflate his ego any more than it probably is, but Jeremy O'Mara, I think he also took a few nice pictures.
I mean, you do
Jeremy
have to
actually,
consider here, Dan. You have to consider that this whole day is an inauguration of the man who, of that very man. So yeah, so I think
So
the
no, I was talking
ego is
about Jeremy. I
definitely.
was talking about Jeremy.
Oh,
Jeremy
Jeremy.
O'Mara.
Oh,
Very
apologies.
inflated ego.
he actually
Um,
is in university doing photography, so
so yeah, he is probably
Oh.
quite good at it. But I've seen some of his pictures. I think yeah, they do look at least from Britain, and they do look very nice. But that is not who we're here to talk about today. We are here, of course, to talk about Oscar, and I think his ego
Absolutely.
was inflated a lot by this event. But he was voted, and the presidency is basically a popularity contest, and he won it. So
seven
you
months
I
know,
ago.
think it should obviously be emphasized though that even though obviously presidential elections are personality contests and whatnot, or popularity contests especially, although that is the case, we obviously I wouldn't want us to sort of undermine obviously the immense accomplishment
oh
of
yeah, of course.
Victoria and Tom, who of course although the night tonight isn't about them, it being that Oscar won the election and not them, they're two very distinguished people in this community who, of course, have contributed so much in their own way. And yeah, just thought I'd quickly give them a bit of a mention while we're on the topic of presidential elections.
I mean, along with Mr. Sunday and Baron, I haven't seen much of Baron, and I think he would have made a good president if he'd come back and done something in Ireland again, because I think he'd been a very inactive figure in Ireland. I spoke to him for a small amount of time because I was trying to change
Mm.
the Shannon standing orders because I didn't think they were very good. Um, and he was the one who wrote that original document all the way back in like 2022, I think, and that's the one still in effect. I did try to update it, and it did get passed, but you know how group staff is. None of that ever got changed on your actual spreadsheet.
I can
Um,
fix that. Don't worry. Just remind me, and I'll do it.
I'm not even sure I care
Yeah.
anymore. It was so long ago. I think there was a lot of but I think it is an effect because like I think the group staff have their, or the Secretary General, whatever, they have their own one they just refer to instead, from what I can gather. Standing orders of the challenge are just all messed up because no one ever bothered to change them, which was kind of why I tried to push that amendment. But something else I also want to comment on, just looking at, the former presidents of Ireland, we have quite a few here. This hallway is going to need to be extended now because I think Killian we placed upon here. I don't know when. I
Annette
can't.
has arrived. Former president.
Oh, former president Annette. She does actually have a designated seat at this event, and the floodgates have been released. Everyone's pouring out, and they'll all be heading over to.
Yeah, there they are.
Yeah, they'll all be heading over to the inauguration hall or whatever the hell that's called.
Bo sat on the front table. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so quite. So yeah, we will have. Apparently Bjork will be here as well. Bjork.
Oh, very good.
I think this will be like the first time we've had all of these high-profile individuals actually be here, not cloned in, for the first time in quite a while. Ever since they had the takeover, group staff takeover of Ireland. But I do wonder when Killian's portrait will be put up because.
Ever.
Well, I am.
Very soon, probably, Dan. Very
I would
soon, to be
assume.
accurate.
I remember Lynette had some kind of party where she took it down. I'm not sure if that was like on the day she left office or that was on the day she arrived in office. But I swear Killian did show us it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going insane. Um,
I'm going insane.
but so we are seeing people starting to enter the hall now. We've got. I think that's Lynette. Yeah, Lynette's coming in. And I just want to comment
Oh, Lynette
how
is
much.
here? Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
how much I mix up Lynette and Bo. Like,
How do you mix them two individuals up? They're
have you
so
not seen
different.
their avatars? I mean, not anymore,
Oh,
but like, Bo used to have literally the exact same avatar as Lynette's wearing right now. Different shirt and
They were
trousers.
different. No, Lynn's always had like a very unique avatar, I would say.
Oh yeah, and
I
Bo
gotta
completely
disagree,
stole
yeah.
it. She constantly had glasses, the exact same hair, the exact same face, the Stankai face. I don't think they had the same glasses, but she would always wear glasses. And they would always have this jewellery in. I think that was the only thing that was changed, the jewellery and the actual clothes they wore. But Bo stole her design completely, and I'll never get over that.
It was
I'm sure
ruined
you'll
in
get
my
over it in the
body.
next 10 or so
Well, yeah,
minutes, alright?
because Bo's changed her hair now for the first time in forever.
Well, speaking of Bo, Bo will of course be the incoming President Sullivan's first Taoiseach. So that will of course be interesting to see how that sort of
President-
relationship works between the two.
The president-elect is being seen roaming outside of St. Patrick's Hall.
Apparently, the president-elect is around, Dan. I wonder if we can get a shot of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not me recording. We'd have to see if Leah can grab that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Killian Clark has suddenly appeared in someone else's form, I suppose.
I think he tends to do that, knowing him, the skinwalker that he is, always taking people's skin and wearing them.
Someone has taken his skin, I fear, this time. So
Oh.
the tradition is that the Taoiseach marches in the president-elect into the hall before they officially take office. So it's going to be Euro bringing in Mr. Sullivan.
How comes it's
Very,
Taoiseach
very
not the
interesting.
Taoiseach?
I don't know. That's just
Oh.
how it is, I suppose.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm not sure if Leah will be taking her chair as leader of the
Riley John
opposition.
is running to the stage. Someone let Riley John. Oh no.
We should make him the next president. Oh, that'd be great. I don't even know who he is. I just know he's something to do with Erin.
We're gonna quickly give him a wave. There we go. We're giving him a wave. I'm sure he's doing well.
I can't remember who.
I believe he's currently propositioning. Is he propositioning Lynn? Hang on a minute. Hands off, mate.
Where is this happening? I can't see where this is happening.
It's right in front of our
Must be right
studio,
next to
Dan.
you.
If you look to the left.
Oh, if I quickly. Oh,
Oh dear. Oh well.
Riley Jones invaded the set. I'm not sure what's happening with the stream. It's currently a black screen for those in the
Yeah.
studio.
Oh, there it goes. It's back.
Oh, it's back. It's back.
It does
Okay.
appear to be back, and yeah,
Oh,
he's
Riley's been put on a leash. Riley's been put on a leash.
oh my.
No, Riley's the one dragging Lynette. Oh dear.
Oh, there we go. All right. Oh dear. First time being on the leash, mate.
Riley John was definitely one of
Oh,
those
dear.
children. Oh dear.
Oh, it's completely
Heading
stolen
back
the
over.
show today. Today was about Oscar and now it's about Riley.
Riley and Lynette. Oh dear. I think he's being dragged off stage now. But
uh,
I mean, we're looking at the hall. It's very packed. I mean, look, there's this one man who's always showed up in a green suit. I can't remember his name. I think this is my boss. I think this is the guy who leads AIN. I can't exactly remember.
oh yeah, Dan, have I told you how much I like AIN? I don't know if I've done that yet.
Oh, I heard you
But,
last stream the entire time, and it was amazing to hear all the glaze on AIN.
yeah.
Because AIN, unfortunately, this stream would be possible without AIN, but you wouldn't have me
Very
without
true.
AIN, and I think that'd be very upsetting.
That's very true.
I'm joking. I don't like to. Anyway, I mean, very packed though. We do have some foreign delegates, as I was saying off record earlier. We have some of the Brazilian delegates. I spoke to a few of them, all very nice people. I did offer to give them the RTE link so they could watch the stream back home, but I never really filled out that. I think one of them agreed, but they never commented on it properly. We do also have quite a few other high-profile individuals.
I do believe
think
the British Prime Minister's apparently arrived. Does that mean Sunnocence has arrived on scene? I do believe Kamala is also down there as well.
well, that'd be nice.
Is
I
it
mean,
Kamala? I
we'll
think it
see
is.
so many former Tishi.
Into Hastings. No.
We'll see so
Not
many
Kamala,
former,
no.
so many former Tishi here today. I mean, Jesse Clark Moore. We also have not Eamon. What's his name? Emperor, the current Kahirlock. I think he's running for re-election. We also have Ognian Zero, leader of the Social Democrats. Do I see any other leaders here other than, of course, Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael? I mean, you have Leah, who is the leader of Sinn Féin, or former. Apparently, she resigned. I don't know.
Former leader now, yeah.
And I don't see the Labour leader here just yet. That would be. Oh, what's his name? Star of the show last time. I forget his name
Mr.
now.
Bruce.
Mr. Bruce.
Yeah,
Mr. Bruce.
Bruce.
He was on stage here earlier, so I can only assume he will be turning up later tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But some other former Tishi. I mean, apparently, like you said, Karna will be here.
I believe I was mistaken. I don't think she's arrived
Oh,
yet,
okay.
or I don't know yet. But
She
yeah,
does usually attend these kind of
she's
events, but I mean,
Hmm.
things have changed very significantly since the last inauguration. New group staff, new everything really, new T-shirt, new president.
Ireland
That's
has
the
changed
main
quite
thing.
a lot since the last
Yeah.
inauguration. Yeah, there's been all kinds of things have happened in sort of in the last 7 months. So
I mean,
yeah.
two interesting aspects. I mean, a lot has changed since that last inauguration, but a lot has changed since our last president. I mean, I don't know the number difference, but I think we're a lot larger of a community now. I would hope so. I think though our voter turnout has gone down, unfortunately. But I mean, we set a record: 3 candidates running for president. So much has changed since those 14 months ago, where we first had in 2024. I think. No, am I wrong? Was it 2023? No, it was 2023, where Killing Clark in October, I think it was made president of Ireland, and now we see 14 months later his successor Oscar O'Sullivan, one of his children, former children, and
Don't ask
Oh
me.
no,
I
it
have
was
families, but
October 2024. I don't know why I said 2023. I'm an idiot. And then before him was Sequatic, or Queeving, whatever he goes by now.
You're very much dead naming people tonight. That's what we're learning.
Oh, Queeving has so many names. He wanted to change his name. I'm not sure if he still has that name, but
He is still called Kevin.
oh, Queeving. I don't know. I don't.
Kevin, Queefing. Queefing is still around.
So I just go with whatever Neve tells me. So I mean,
do
I
believe
think we
that
have Corbin Clark here as well.
the presidency does appear to be on the lookout for any photography specialists. So, Jeremy, if you're around, mate, might want to get in on it.
Oh yes, there is obviously the motorcade. I remember being a part of that last time. I streamed and was a part of it because I was in at the time. No, this isn't about me. But I
Victoria down
remember.
there that I can see. I see someone with white hair walking into Dublin Castle
I
there.
think Victoria Cullen is just coming in now. One of the presidential candidates. Uh, Unfortunately, last place.
Just like to quickly say, by the way, do not expect me to take photographs. Whoever has given me free cam, I am on a laptop.
So yeah, we have so many. I mean, Victoria, she was former Kirlock for over a year. Former Ogleg Naeran servant for over, I would assume for even longer. She's obviously the longest serving Kirlock. But some of the achievements that we saw Oscar do, I mean, he was the Taoiseach earlier this year. He was also the RC Director General for a brief period of time. I think he did other things that, like, there's something screaming at me really big that he did that I just cannot remember.
Who are we talking about here?
OskarOSullivan, the president elect. If you haven't heard,
Oh yeah, no, I heard he was president elect.
he's done things. I just can't remember what things. Oh yes, Secretary General of the Oireachtas. So he has done quite a few things. Something that I think he expressed interest in doing was Cian Caller or Caoileach, which is something I don't think he ended up doing, but he would have served very well in that role, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, during his time as Secretary General, he did cover for the Chamber a few times. So something that I would
He's
say,
very good. I do imagine Oscar as being like a cover teacher. He's always come off to me as the kind of cover teacher type person. You know, he's just chill. He's just a vibe.
I mean, I will
His
also
avatar
say,
looks like it.
I think he did join around 14 months ago. I think it was a bit before then. He joined around the time I joined, which was like June of 2024. And I would say he's also come a long way since then. I mean, I think he's almost immediately thrown into the Sec Gen role of the Oireachtas, and I remember him being a very stern person. I don't think he liked me very much because I was a very naughty TD, and he told me off a few times, I think. But yeah, he did do quite a lot in that role, and I think it is what a lot of people like me will remember him for. But something I mostly remember him for is when he became Taoiseach. I mean, I think, yeah, this was the first time I'd been in the Social Democrats. We'd also gotten the role of Taoiseach, so very big moment I observed. And that was the party that gave Oscar. It was the party that Oscar became leader of, and won in quite a large number, might I add. I think he. I can't remember. It was very close to a majority, but I mean, the role of Taoiseach, it was very important. I mean, I think every single president we've had has been former Taoiseach, apart from the first one, but that guy may have also been. But yeah, Oscar, he has had quite the portfolio of during his time working here. I'm surprised we've actually seen a little bit of him. I think at the last inauguration we didn't see any of Killian until he was drove in by the motorcade, which is I would assume is what's customary. Don't bring them out until it's their time to shine. Leave the speculation. But he has been wandering around on stage outside the front, doing all kinds of things. I could be completely wrong though. I think Killian may have been wandering as
I mean,
well.
Oscar is very much the sort of organizing type
Yes.
person. He likes to organize things. He likes to coordinate things. He's very sort of good at that thing. And as a president, we're likely going to see that sort of be put into overdrive. So it's no surprise that he's kind of taking a bit of a lead here in organizing his own inauguration. But no, he's got an enormous amount of experience doing that sort of thing and just organizing events and whatnot. So, you know what? Fair enough to him. Hope we see more of that.
I mean, thinking to Killian, Killian's always said that Oscar has some kind of OCD, which I will say, don't self-diagnose. Get yourself checked out first. So Killian, stop being ableist if you're listening. But that is what Killian's often, as when I've heard him talk about Oscar.
I do believe
he has been very specific.
We got some footage here of Tom sort of lurking by the entrance of Dublin Castle here, sort of staring into the camera. But he's very much watching everyone who's entering. So I don't know.
Oh yes, I just seen that now.
Yeah, I don't know if he's standing there very ominously, probably rehearsing for a Kevin Spacey edit of some kind, knowing him.
Right, I would recommend moving the cameras away. He's just said I hate RTE.
RTE hates you, Tom. Don't worry.
Yes, 100%. Sorry, that's mean. We shouldn't hate him on the state broadcaster. But he did turn up early in pajamas, to get out of bed in time. I think he may have been a little upset, salty that he lost the election. This would have been his day.
I know Oscar has OCD, but there are empty seats on the front row on the right side, and there are people.
Don't tell him. He's gonna freak out. We can't scare the president.
Oscar, I'm talking in your ear. You need to. Just in here.
Oh, Oscar's
gonna freak him out.
He's talking to Jeremy, asking him to take pictures. So.
No, he said. He responded.
No, to payment. He said he'd no payment. I assume. Not Pat. He was declining getting paid in pounds. Saying that was a facade, apparently. Let me just. But I will also say some nice changes. I mean, in the bottom left, and something I've never seen before. This little GUI that just says the inauguration of OskarOSullivan. Nice little touch there. I think this hall has been changed ever so slightly. I think there's a bit more chairs. Usually they've had to be deleted because no one would fill them. But this time we do actually have quite a nice attendance. I think we've become a lot more active since the last inauguration. Especially since Killian's, the first time that Killian was inaugurated. It's far more active now. I mean, we were coming out of quite an inactive period where we had Lynette as president. Valoris, if you remember, often slated for having quite an active government.
Look, I think Kirkgate really brought people back. So we have only Lewis to thank.
I mean, we had so many people brought back over that incident. Danu came back.
I do. Yeah, I'm just currently looking at the list of the people who we have in the hall right now.
Lynette also became a lot more active.
Very interesting shot from our camera there, but I do believe. Let's see who we got. Of course, we got the Taoiseach, the Taoiseach over there. Recently, of course, won the general election, and of course, was nominated by Dáil and is now Taoiseach, the former Taoiseach as well, sat over there. Killian, current president, soon to not be president after.
No, he lost the role of presidency just this midnight. Well, that's how it works in real life. Anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, now unemployed Killian Clark present in the so at the front there, as well as David's. I'm also trying to see who we've got in like the normal commoner seats as well. I'm just kind of like panning.
I think he's still first citizen. I think he's still first citizen of Ireland. I think that's something.
I do believe the Duke of Edinburgh is there. I was just kind of looking at the green-haired fellow. Yes, Gerald is there. So we've got Gerald gathered there. There's a couple of people, obviously, I can see.
Oh,
Like, we've got
we got
Sunsons, the British Prime Minister, Callum Cathcart, a
yeah,
couple of
quite a few
faces that I
British people
recognise.
here now. I
Yeah.
mean, someone's got this UK suit on. I'm not sure if they're trying to jab.
Good old Jeremy.
Um,
Jez is over there.
yeah, he very popular British figure, abandoned island for Britain.
Me and
But
Jeremy are great friends. We used to sit together in the Shannon. We used to absolutely tear it up.
Do you
and he
believe that's
also used to present
JFK's?
here.
I do believe JFK's wife is also there. Which is quite interesting. I've also got Victoria as well.
Just on a religious note as well. Last I spoke to, well, not last I spoke, but last time I heard, Oscar's first visit will be to Ballintubber Abbey for the first ordinary mass of the year. So there we go, highlighting. Oh, what's this new GUI thing? Scares me. 5 minutes.
Yeah, something
Today's event proceedings will start in 5 minutes. Take your seats, guys.
5 minutes.
There's
Something I will.
still 2 empty seats. I'm so sorry, but there's 2 empty seats.
Well, we could take those seats then. If only
Yeah,
we
we
weren't
could.
on a platform without a ladder.
Something I will say is, I mean, yesterday was the last time we had Killian appointed Taoiseach. I think it was 11. He's appointed, and Bo will of them. I'm not sure if she's given a new seal for the new president. I don't think she is. I think she just continues on as she is. I mean, I would assume so anyway, because like that would just mean her term only lasted like 1 day. So Lynette's taken up the chair of president. I think she could do it again. She could run for one more term. I mean, whether that would happen or not.
Can I actually
different
ask, how
story.
do the seals work? Because I'm very curious to know, did the seals work in such a way that like if you like, what happens if you lose the seal? Do you just cease to be minister? Are you now like are you like persona non grata if you lose your seal?
You have to have it on your person at all times, otherwise you're not president, and that is the truth.
I think it's more ceremonial, as is the case in many other nations. I think France, France still has the seals. I think even the UK still has the seals, but don't quote me on that one. All very ceremonial now. I think the seals used to be important, but doubt they are now. I know in France it's the Minister of Justice who is also the keeper of the seals. So it is a very ceremonial thing where the Taoiseach and their cabinet comes to meet the president and receive their seal. I mean, in our community here, it's more of an informal event. Everyone kind of has a party. It is a celebration. It's a celebration of a new Taoiseach. And I'm sure it would have been a pretty big celebration for Killian, as it was his last time giving that seal. So, I mean, the first time I was made minister was under Killian, so a second time as well, it was under Killian.
I was the Taoiseach. I was the Taoiseach to one of Killian's governments. I was the leader of Sinn Féin at the time. This is while I was in obviously the XR period, but yeah, I led Sinn Féin for a bit. I was Taoiseach to Killian being called Taoiseach.
Yeah, and I assume that was Queeving who was president at the time.
I believe he was. Yes, he either was or it was Birack. I do not remember. Actually no. I think Birack might have still been present at that point. I think so. Yes, he might have been. He might have been. Well, no, absolutely, yes, no. Birack was indeed, because I'm pretty sure it was his inauguration that I went to as my final official engagement as prime minister before the incident happened. So, funnily enough, it was an event like this where I was where I went to it with King George at the time. God rest his soul. And yeah, that was a very good inauguration. I'm like 99.9% sure it was Birack's. I might be mistaken here. Someone might correct me and say I'm actually Sequatic, but I'm pretty sure it was. I'm like 99% sure it was Birack.
Something I do like is oh, I think that's Mr. Bruce who just turned up. He did change his face, so I don't recognise him anymore. I think he did just turn up, leader of the Labour Party there. Something I've always loved about Ireland is how far back the streams go. I think Björk's Björk. That's just how I remember it because bureaucracy. But I think there was oh, have we started?
We're about to.
Okay, we're about to start. So
do we have eyes on the motorcade?
we do. Is
Or
that
about
William
to.
Cathcart? I thought he
Oh,
died.
good old William.
Don't think that
No,
is.
William
I don't think it
Cathcart,
is, but-
still around. No longer, of course, Secretary General for the government, but he is a very distinguished gentleman in his own right. I remember working with him quite closely in the UK. He was the permanent secretary at the FCO, and he was a very, very, very good gentleman running that place. And I'm pretty sure he held the Irish government to the very same standards that he sort of held me, and I held him to, and all that. So it's yeah, he's a legend. I used to
I-
hold him, yes. I'd hold him in my arms and, care for him.
The motorcade is
Please be
getting
seated.
ready. Oh,
Oh, what the?
oh what?
fuck?
They added voice lines. They added
Oh
voice
my.
lines.
Oh wow.
Jump scare. We have. I think the motorcade's getting ready. The guy at the front was revving his motorbike, so I think they're about to begin moving shortly. I'm just looking back on some of the former. Who's
Oh,
the
wow, we have one completely full. This place is about to be full. It shows people are excited to, rid ourselves of Killian, I suppose.
Please be upstanding for the arrival of the day's party to St. Patrick's Hall.
Oh,
That's Aaron. That's Aaron. That's Aaron twice.
that's
that-
Erin, yeah.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh,
That's
Wow,
actually great.
okay.
That's great. Who was Sios O'Cullen? I've probably butchered that so bad, but
Joseph.
who was that?
I don't fucking know.
I would assume that was Sequatic. Oh no, it was
Please be
Bjork.
seated.
Is
They
it
just
Oscar?
they just got everyone to stand up and they told them to sit back down.
I would just like to say that if anyone would like me to voice over some things like this, please ask me.
Oh,
I'd
that
be
was
very
amazing.
good at that
Made
kind of
everyone
thing.
stand up and sit. She should do the roller coaster
Please
operator. It should be
rise
perfect.
for the
at that.
arrival of the president-elect.
Interesting. Why are we still stood up here?
And why hasn't the motorcade started
There's
moving?
not much chance of you getting a seat down here, so.
That's
Yeah,
a
good
shame.
point.
I do like being present. I think the last stream I was there.
We're very much going to be left to freeze, I'm afraid.
You could go up. There's the balcony.
Oh, they've started moving. The motorcade is in motion. They do like one whole circle of the entire thing. Well, half a circle. Or the middle car's moving way behind. I did hear there was
Yeah.
talks of searching for IEDs. So that was very worrying, I'm sure, for the president. But we have the Tarnisher here at the front, helping I don't know who this is, but an IDF officer is helping the president out. And then the Tarnisher will walk the president inside. They're greeting each other.
It does appear that we've got ourselves a guest here at the RTE studio portion, Dan.
Oh.
Got ourselves a friend over here.
Oh, is this Riley John again? It is Riley John indeed.
Oh.
Yeah.
From speaking, we're told.
So they are just speaking to each other, and they have begun moving. And now,
I think Riley has just planted a bomb right near our studio. Should probably do something about
that'd be
that.
very worrying. That'd be very worrying. We're just gonna die out here, Dean. I think this is our last performance. So the Tarnisher is now entering. They're gonna enter the hall any moment now, and they'll walk the president out. Everyone is rising to greet the president. Ogden jokingly asking, "Is this the part where you sing God Save the King?" We have Entity O'Sullivan
Please
here.
rise for the
I
arrival
don't know-
of the president-elect.
Not again.
Oh, we got music. I don't know why production quality has shot up suddenly. But yes, we have Entity O'Sullivan in the audience. That is the
Please be
brother.
seated.
I think it's the brother of Oscar O'Sullivan.
Right.
I wonder if Noah O'Sullivan is here. Again, I would assume brother.
Right, well,
But actually, not enough seats anymore. Not enough seats for everyone. We have one person standing up.
Right. Well, Dan, it does appear that we now have the president-elect has taken, well, the president-to-be has taken his
There's
seat
one
there
seat on
on.
the other side. Oh no, it's now gone. The place is full. This is the first full inauguration of the year where we have had to.
Hmm.
So the audience is now being asked to be quiet. I assume talking will begin soon.
Mm.
It'll be me reading that out. You'll be thankful to know. Apparently. Again, I don't think there is actually enough seats. Some of the seats did actually unfortunately get removed. 2 seats. Um, but it's very large attendance. I mean, again, some very high-profile individuals here, and former Attorney General. I'm sure he's done other things. Jeremy O'Mara. We also have Thomas Whitaker, the current civil servant, the Director General, Secretary General to the Foreign Affairs Department. We have Francis Butler Yeats, former Taoiseach. He was the one before Leah, the former Taoiseach, just yesterday. We also have Erin here, I think.
No,
Again,
she
former
is.
Taoiseach.
She is in. She is in the form of Killian.
Oh,
She is-
okay. In our hearts, in our hearts. We have again Jesse Clarkmore, as I pointed out earlier, another former Taoiseach. There are probably more that I'm missing. I mean, there's so many people here.
Sorry, a
There
glass
are
is falling
indeed.
down to the ground.
I think Raverside's here. I think if that's him, the ginger one.
Hmm.
Here comes the prayer from His Excellency Cardinal Luca.
And this was
Good old
usually done.
Luca.
Oh, please stand. This is usually done. This was usually done by Dylan, hello, whatever. Unfortunately, you can't do it anymore. Or fortunately, however you want to see that. But it is now Luca, as mentioned, Cardinal, now going to read out a little prayer here, as is customary. Why don't you read this one as our Catholic?
The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the spirit of fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with you all. Almighty and eternal God, from whom all authority flows and in whose providence the nations find their purpose. We humbly place before you this moment in the life of our people. Gracious God, in your loving kindness, receive the prayers we offer for our country and for our president. Through the wisdom of our leaders and the thoughts and decisions they make, grant us the ways of justice and harmony. And of belonging that will establish happiness and security for all to whom Ireland is their home. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Oh, and may Almighty God, the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit bless you. Amen.
Please be seated.
Right. Well, lovely narration there. Thank you very much,
We
King,
had,
for that.
yeah, we also had Conor Novak appear halfway through. I'm not sure if that is the real
We
Conor
did,
Novak, but
indeed. I want to quickly correct something you said earlier, by the way, Dan, about seats
yes.
being removed. Seats have in
Oh,
fact been added, if
oh, they've
anything.
been
We've got an
added
entire
again.
half row.
No, there's
Yes.
2 seats. There was 2 seats on the end that got removed. And that was what I was talking about. Just looking, something else that I need to correct myself about is earlier I said
Attendance
Entity O'Sullivan
Ladies and
was.
gentlemen,
Oh,
please rise.
oh, not again.
The Taoiseach.
She's here. What?
Oh,
Oh.
okay. The Taoiseach will now give a little statement here that I'll be reading out. Entity O'Sullivan quickly is the son of Oscar O'Sullivan, not the brother. Apologies. We will now have a little statement here from Bo, I do believe. Dear, oh, please go ahead. I can't read that.
Diadiv, I think.
Dear Div. Okay. Oh
That's
yeah,
how
because when you
it
get the BH. Go. Oh,
Gov, Goler, Asjacht.
if you need Erin, oh dear. I hope she isn't doing this whole thing in Irish. Today we bear witness to our nation's story. As an old chapter closes and a new one begins. This is a moment for celebration. Ireland continues a path of leaders with conviction, experience, and humility. But it's also a moment of reflection on a chapter that's just closed. But one that will not be forgotten. I want to thank President Killian Clark for his service and steadfast leadership in Ireland. Throughout his tenure as Uachtaráin Éireann, he conveyed national messages of optimism, tolerance, and innovation. It's been a profound privilege to serve as the last Taoiseach na Éireann of President Clark's tenure. As I wish him well for his honourable legacy as first citizen of Ireland. It's an honour on behalf of the government and people of Ireland to extend a warm welcome to President O'Sullivan. I've known President O'Sullivan for some time now. And we've had many conversations and debates about direction and leadership. We've also challenged polarisation and built a new relationship. Our relationship may be new, but his kindness, honesty, and manner remain strong. Across Ireland, counties like Galway, Donegal, Wexford, and Cork came together and paved the way for President O'Sullivan to reach the Áras. Áras, I think it's Áras.
Yep, that's the one.
Yay. They admired his conviction as a devout public servant with a track record of service in government and the civil service, as well as in a local business owner, as well as in local business owner. He embodies the best of Ireland has to offer, a son who took risks and crafted a coalition of hope, service, and progress. Ireland is a homeland that empowers both rural and urban communities to thrive. It's a place where opportunity is abundant and effort is rewarded. That is why we are here today. Give her a moment. I think the copy and paste broke.
How do we all feel about Bo's new hair? I'm not too sure. It looks like a helmet.
Well, at least it's not copying directly from the net.
I think it looks nice. It looks all right.
A very heartfelt message she is giving here, though.
Mhm.
I mean, just some history between these two individuals. I mean, Bo, not long ago, was serving as an opposition. I'm not sure if she was leader of the opposition, but she was an opposition to Oscar when he became Taoiseach. We are here to celebrate one of the greatest stories of effort and opportunity in our nation. The Taoiseach continues here now. So, let us rally around our new president and the leadership he pioneers. She's taking an awkwardly long amount of time again.
Building the tension, don't you know?
And let us collaborate with him to create an Ireland that's productive and prosperous.
How long does this go on for?
I think we still got another 20 or so minutes as a minimum.
Mhm.
Um, how do you say that first word?
Come hear this.
Congierdus. President O'Sullivan.
No, I could be making it up as to how it looks.
And the president says, "Go,
Mhm.
Ray, Mathagat."
I will say, Dan, I'm going to be stealing the narration for the Sullivan speech because I
Okay,
want to
okay.
do that. Albeit, anything in Irish I'm delegating that to King instantly.
I think the Chief Justice. Oh, okay. This is the part where the Chief
Okay.
Justice, I think, hands the seal to the president or something like that.
He's got to do an oath first.
That's so American of him.
And,
Hi.
I'll read. I'll read Lewis. You read Oscar.
You've got 14 more months to utterly mess this up. I hope you're ready. Good.
I love how amazing you're doing his voice as well. Okay. So I think this is somewhere
Very
something like.
accurate.
To be fair, he's only 7 months. I mean, unless group staff decides they want Oscar to automatically.
Two time.
Um, again, I can't remember exactly how this goes. It's something like place the hand on the book. But yeah, this is done by the Chief
It's usually how
Justice.
it works.
Please
So
read it out.
yeah, so Lewis will read out something, and I think it's like an
Mhm.
affirmation state.
I do solemnly and sincerely promise and declare
I was very much expecting Dan to repeat that back.
Sorry, no,
Please don't.
I'll have to. I'll have to. We need to be serious,
that
Neve.
I will
Now
maintain the Constitution of Ireland and hold up its laws.
you can't do an American accent. You need to be serious.
That's his accent.
That is
Yeah, you can't do
Lewis's
his
voice, to
accent.
be
You have
fair.
to say. You have to say it. You have to say it properly. You can't make fun of him.
I mean,
Just pay attention.
that I will fulfill my duties and faithfully and conscientiously. In accordance with the Constitution and the law. And that I will dedicate my abilities.
I will also quickly say I think this is the second time Lewis Doherty has done this. Maybe the third, but
I think it'll be the third. To the service and welfare of the people of Ireland.
I think it was Connor who did it for Queeving, but please don't quote me on that. Just don't quote me on anything really. Bit of tags there. But this is actually a part that's written into the Constitution itself, with the Chief Justice. This declaration is read out by the Chief Justice, and
In the
then
second
yeah,
declaration.
the
And now
president
he'll
elect.
sign the declaration.
Which is not on the table, but maybe it will appear. Maybe it won't.
And
I'm
then after this,
surprised they didn't. Oh, I'm surprised they didn't get out Killian's auto pen for this part.
Oscar's yet to have one made.
and I think the Chief Justice then confirms the declaration is made before God and the people. Apparently,
And he has now signed it, and the Chief Justice is going to present him with the presidential seal to the sound of trumpets.
the audience has erupted into cheers.
Thunderous applause from those who have gathered here at Dublin Castle today.
And all the cameras will start flashing on the two. It's very,
course,
very
the,
symbolic.
Yes, the president, in just probably a couple of moments now, will give his own speech, his first speech as the president of Ireland, from OskarOSullivan,
Please be
who's
seated.
now risen to the office.
There's going to be so
Yep.
much Irish in this speech. Watch.
No longer president-elect. This is now the president of Ireland.
Yes.
Is
Of course, I
Jeremy
will.
O'Hara in this
I
stage?
will. I will give, of course, a bit of narration here, King,
probably
to
in the
help me out
stream.
with any Irish.
I will try.
But, okay, I
Leah,
will
if
just let you
there's,
speak
if there's
if it
too
comes
much,
up with
can you
Irish.
unmute?
I don't think she can. She wasn't speaking
No,
earlier.
don't believe
You
so.
might just have to miss out chunks. Is there
So-
any... Whatever.
Let's see what the fresh new president of Ireland, OskarOSullivan, has to say to the people of Ireland. The president, Mr. O'Sullivan.
I know. Oh,
Farja.
I have a purpose here today, not merely to address you all as president for the first time, but to light the spark of a new republic. One the people of Ireland voted so strongly in favour of. A republic rooted in the common good, founded on the belief in the potential of every person. Over a year ago, I joined our community for the first time. The idea that someone so new to a community could become president is testament to the values we stand for. Inclusion, opportunity, and resilience. These are values I will promote and fight for continually as president of this brilliant country. Thanks. My predecessors have faced hardships. In 2021, Conor Novak became president of Ireland as our community was adjusting to its new identity as a republic and finding its spot on the wide board as a nation. His guidance during that time was paramount in bringing us to where we are now. In 2024, Lynette Ní Chaibhín became president of Ireland, gripped with the questions of her identity, faced with a mission to redefine herself on the world stage. And finally, in 2025, Killian Clark was inaugurated for a second time to us and Uachtaráin at moments when the people were calling for a renewed and changed presidency. I am mindful of the hardships that will surely confront us during my time as president, but drawing from the strength and the bravery of my predecessors, we will not shy away from these challenges, and we will, as we have done many times before, prevail. Over these next 7 months, I will strive to be a president for every person. A president who will speak up for the people of Ireland, both at home and abroad. As president, I hope to represent the very best of our community on every stage. We represent the very best of what the international community has to offer.
Akarja.
There will be challenges, for we know we must not take any journey for granted. But as we look forward to the new year, I have unwavering confidence in the ability of the Irish people to persevere. As we look ahead to 2026, I find myself reflecting on the words of His Holiness. Authority is not first about power. And rich in opportunity.
Gramakov.
Thank you all. And that is the speech there from President O'Sullivan, his first speech as the new president of Ireland.
Very nice
to
speech.
once again the thunderous applause of the many people gathered here in St. Patrick's Hall, Dublin Castle.
The camera isn't showing it, but it very, very, oh, they are. It's showing it now. There's so many people here. I mean, I think this is the most active inauguration I've attended. So it's very nice to see such a large number of people here. For the rest of the night, I do believe OskarOSullivan will now leave St. Patrick's Hall to greet a few members of the Ogleang the Éireann and Garda Síochána, before they will then he'll return home, or well, his new home.
Aaron will play in a minute. Aaron will play. Watch. Mark my words. Come on, Aaron.
All right. Well, yes, as you've just mentioned there, Dan, the president will go and see members of the IDF in a moment outside of Dublin Castle, or rather in the sort of the square area of the castle grounds. So we're going to be seeing that in just a moment. I have moved myself, by the way, to
I
the
did as
St.
well.
Patrick's Hall. Yes, so I have made my way
He
over
is
there.
now moving out with what's his name? Some guy, some Oglio guy, the chief of staff. Oh, Ushin. He is leaving with Ushin.
Some guy, and it's the chief of staff.
Oh, okay. We're not following him.
Oh, do you not follow him? Oh.
Yeah,
Do not
back
count.
inside.
Do
We
not.
usually come out with him. That's usually what happens. But
We do appear to have jumped the gun just a little bit, but that's all well and good. Sorry, I'm just seeing
Yeah,
a message.
I shouldn't have said some guy. Whoops. He was in my head and I couldn't remember. But yeah, Oshin.
Would just like to set the record straight, by the way, that I can pronounce Ashos. Great, my point's ruined.
Achilsa.
Hilsa.
Yeah, I can't say it.
So the now president, Oscar O'Sullivan, will greet a few of the soldiers here and a few members of the Garda. And a lot low, I do have to point out, a lot lower attendance than the previous term of the previous inauguration. We did have a very substantial amount of both. Oscar did a similar ceremony. I'm remembering, really worrying my brain now. I think it was at I think it was the Easter Rising commemoration, where he was Taoiseach at the time. I think I could be completely making this up. Oh,
What a great song.
It is quite a tune, isn't it?
is.
Someone was twerking.
Yeah,
in
that was a
place.
wonderful rendition there of the national anthem by King there, and of course the IDF orchestra. So thank you very much for that.
I mean, I say this as a Brit, but the Irish have a very, very good national anthem. It's better than
You are
any
currently
nation I've
on an
heard.
RTE broadcast, Dan. You should be saying good things about them.
No, no. That's what I'm saying. It's a very, very good national anthem. I love it. A lot better than "God Save the King."
Uh, I should narrate speeches more often on broadcasts. I think I did okay with that.
So we have Captain J. Murta. I don't know. They usually say their regiment, but he hasn't done this time. So I assume it's a mix of regiments here today. He's saying the Guard of Honor is made up of the Cavalry Squadron, 2 military police company, and the 2nd military police company, and the Army Ranger Wing and Garda Síochána. Síochána again, I don't know. Maybe it's usually the 1st Cavalry or something like that. I can't remember their name perfectly, but the cavalry guys are usually here as well. They were here for Lynette's thing. I'm pretty sure the entire military presence was just the 1st Cavalry Division, and there was a very large amount of them. So yeah, very small compared to then. But it's odd because Ireland, I think, has become a lot more active since that inauguration of Lynette so long ago.
Mhm.
Yes, he will go around shaking the hands of all these officers and of all these serving.
How are you finding Oakland? Well,
May take a while here, but then
after this, does he go home?
yes, he goes. I'm not sure if he goes to his new residency. It's completely up to him, I think. But I would assume go to his new residency at Aurus.
Do we stream
Nocturne?
that or?
No, I think it's usually more private. Like usually group staff, the
Mhm.
deep state, basically all meet up afterwards in Aurus and Nocturne. And I think just mess about. Usually, members of the public aren't invited. But people who are invited, I think they know who they are. I can't remember exactly. Maybe I remember I remember trying to join one of them, and it was like just Killian. It was like some kind of house party, and a bunch of Ogliog and Aaron officers outside. Yeah, the Council of State is invited. We won't. We're not allowed. We members of the public. But yeah, it will just be a little pet party, I assume. They are just. There's not much to commentate over here. It's just the okay, like Aaron soldiers. They'll say their name, what the cavalry, what their rank is, who they work for, and then the president greets them. Sometimes shakes their hand, etc., etc. Yeah.
You
Speaking.
are correct.
Yes, I know I'm correct. Speaking of the said
Very
party.
rarely.
Wow. Okay. But yes, again, I don't know really what happens. I just remember thinking that a lot like Epstein's Island. That's what it reminded me of, because I think certain people were allowed in. Oh, sorry. I need to be serious. Sorry. Sorry. That was an offhand comment. I shouldn't have said that. Very private occasion. Very private, I think.
Correct. Of course, the president is still talking to members of the IDF there, still going through them. I do believe mentioned earlier, Dan, that yes, the turnout for it does appear to be a little bit down, but that shouldn't underplay just how important of an stately occasion this is, of course. And just looking at the amount of people we've got still around, looking at the president talking to members of the IDF, so it's pretty good in its own right, isn't it?
So that is the entire Oglia dealt with now. Now moving over to Garda Shana. Sorry, I can't.
Shia.
Sio
White
Chan.
smoke. White smoke. White smoke.
It's been blasting since we joined. So yes, it'll now move to the Garda. We have the commissioner here and 2 Garda officers. I no clue who these people are. I think one of them is William Cathcart. Same face, same hair, but
A lot of people look like William Cathcart. That is a little bit, it's a bit prejudicial, dare I say, Mr. Dan.
sorry. It's because they have the same face. Everyone chooses the same face and the same hair.
Hmm.
Yes, this is. I can't remember what's his name. I think it's Clickbait, something like. I'm gonna have to search up his username now. Yes, Clickbait, my mate, something like that. Yeah, that is the commissioner of Garda, appointed during the last term, I do believe.
Do you believe indeed he was succeeding Andrew, I believe, who was one of
Yes.
the I think one of the longest serving commissioners of the Garda.
I think Tom
I
takes
believe.
the crown for that. It's him or C, but those were the 3 main people who worked for it anyway. We quickly take a look. Oh, these are the 3 that come to mind for me. Oh no, it's actually Luke Fillon who served the longest, but Andrew is the second longest serving. And he has finished the inspection of both of the. Oh no, he's got to inspect the commissioner. Okay, now I think they're done.
Okay, I'm gonna go here.
And that is basically the end of the inauguration. After this, the Council of State will meet with the President in Oras and Ukhtaran. I think they're just posing for pictures right now. And then after that, I mean, nothing really. The President goes on about his day. What do you do after you become President? What do you do after you've had everything's gone? Maybe that's something to ask Killian. The President has just denied it's denied the permission to dismiss.
He wants to keep them there forever.
Okay, it's now been granted. It's now been granted. The Guard of Honor will now be allowed to leave. The President waving goodbye. I mean, usually I would have said salute them off, but now it'll be announced to the guard of honor they're dismissed. Oh no, they're gonna change direction first.
Radio. Well, there's not too much more to really say here, I must say.
Why are they walking out to the right? They always do to the left.
They're changing things up a bit. Maybe the president had a special request.
There's nowhere to go
But
for them that way.
maybe
They turned
well,
left.
that's not.
No, they turn left because that's where the entrance is. That's where you can leave. That's where all the ugly stuff is.
Well,
I don't know why
maybe
turned
they want
right.
to go a longer way round. Have you not maybe
Well,
considered that?
it's gonna do a full lap. Oh dear. Oh, they
Maybe the
got the
president
march
wants
tool.
them
They
to
didn't
get
do that
steps
last
in.
time. Oh, it's because Oscar's far left. I'm being told by Leah. We've just elected an extremist president.
Can't say that about the new president, I'm afraid, Dan.
Yeah,
He's a
sorry.
wonderful president.
I need to
and
be
he's
more
had
serious.
a
I need to be more
wonderful-
serious.
You
Extremism is
do.
never
I
okay.
mean,
Extremism is
you
never
do.
okay. I'm sorry.
Thank you for clarifying for that Stan. But no, the president's definitely had quite a good evening here.
Oh no, they are gonna turn around. I think that's what the left wheel is. They're gonna turn around.
Yes, but again, the president's had a very good evening today. I mean, this is, of course, probably one of the more bigger events that the president is going to be engaging in throughout his presidency, and maybe he'll get a second if he ever goes for a second term. You never know. But let's not predict the future. He's had a very good evening. I believe we can agree, Dan and King. And
I mean,
I'm sure we're
we
going to get
just
a lot
had
more events like this.
we just had a few of the soldiers fall down.
He's off home.
Oh.
Oh, and they are. Oh, who knows where they're
well.
going? Oh, they're circling back around.
Yeah,
Walking dangerously
Gotta-
close to the public there, and then right in front of the president, maybe to intimidate him. Who knows? And they'll now be walking out, and that will. I think that officially would conclude the ceremony, but obviously the president hasn't left yet, so we're not just quite done. Well, I think the ceremony concluded once he left the hall, but we're now officially all of it done after this. Once the once the motorcade appears, yeah.
Mhm.
Which
Yes,
they
and of
should
course,
do
once
soon.
that motorcade arrives, he will head over to the Oris, which is of course his new residence, and we'll hopefully be seeing him do all kinds of stuff there. I wonder what kind of personal touches he'll be bringing to the official residence.
I mean,
We've seen various presidents have had their own impact. We saw actually just earlier, Dan, that of course now former president Killian Clark has left a tree for Oscar. I don't know if you saw that
yes,
earlier. So he's left
as
him a
is
nice little tree.
customary. I think
Mhm.
it's tradition that's been established now. Something I'm not 100% sure about this, but I would assume like the president can just choose not to live in the house. I mean, I don't know why you would choose to not live in the house here, because most clans don't even have their own houses, let alone people. But so we often see the presidents reside there.
Mhm.
So
Right, well, the motorcade has just arrived and taken the president away, so he will now be off to his official residence in, at the Oris in Phoenix Park, and
Where the council
will
of
get
state,
on with
yeah.
his presidential duties. Yes.
He will meet with the
So
Council of
off
State,
he
which is made
goes.
up of former Tishi, the current Chief of
Mhm.
Staff. No, not. I think Chief of Staff is included. I don't know. It's so many people. The Chief Justice, the Airlock, the Cancula, all these people, all of on the council. Again, former Tishi, former First Assistants, former Presidents. So Killian will most likely be there. I don't think he will be actually, because he wasn't in attendance today. Many people, I assume, will be gathering around to congratulate Oscar on becoming president, and
Indeed.
such.
Right, well,
So-
Oh,
if we
they're
can-
all flying in. Oh my.
Right, well, if we can bring our camera If we can bring
Oh,
the camera back over to the studio, we'll kind of start to reflect
That
on
things up.
everything we've just seen today. We'll get it back on over there, of course. So that is, of course, the inauguration of Oscar O'Sullivan. Again, lovely narration earlier by you, Dan, and King earlier, and myself, of course, the various speeches and prayers that have occurred today. And also, I must say, I was not expecting to hear a voiceover from, was that Aaron? Can we get
Yes,
confirmation if
that was Aaron. Yeah, it has
Yeah,
to be.
honestly, that was a surprise. I'm kind of
Yeah,
glad to
production
see a little
quality's
bit
really
of,
gone up.
yeah, so very, very good. I guess some final words from each of us. King, I know you're not with us in the studio, but you're on our audio call. So, King, any immediate sort of reflections?
Well, it's, a great day for Oscar, certainly. Some people might be a bit upset, but they'll get over it soon.